We've completed 4 race weekends already this season. It's time for the halfway stage of the Quick Fit British Touring Car Championship. Donington, Brands, Thruxton and Alton complete. It's time for rounds 13, 14 and 15 here at Croft. Before a little break, before a month later we go over to Knockhill in Scotland. In August we go over to Snetterton and Thruxton. September sees us at Silverstone on the National Circuit before the season rounds out on the 9th of October at Brands Hatch. Hello everyone, welcome to the Quick Fit British Touring Car Championship, the last race of the day then here. The rain has just about held off. Green flag, and away they go on the parade lap as well. Nick Homewood alongside me in the commentary box. Afternoon, Nick. Third and final race of the day, and it's Gordon Shedden on pole position. You ready for the 15 more laps?
Oh, always ready for 15 more laps of touring cars.
It's just the best action on the planet, isn't it?
And the last race of the day, they don't need the cars anymore, do they? So...
No, and we've got a month's break before Knockhill. Right, row 1, Gordon Shedden on pole position. Alongside him, Josh Cook as well. Row 2, Stephen Jelly alongside Tom Chilton. Row 3, Aidan Moffat alongside Rory Butcher. Row 4, Ash Sutton and Dan Rowbottom. Row 5 sees Jake Hill alongside Colin Turkington as well. Mr. Croft standing right at the back of the top 10. Row 6, Ingram and Lloyd. Row 7, Dan Camish and Bobby Thompson. Row 8, Adam Morgan and Jason Plato. Row 9, Ash Hand alongside Dexter Patterson. Row 10 sees Sam Osborne alongside Ollie Jackson. Row 11, Aaron Taylor-Smith alongside Nick Hamilton. Row 12, Jade Edwards alongside Will Powell. Row 13 sees Ricky Collard alongside George Gamble. And then row 14 sees James Gonal alongside Michael Crees, the two who made contact in the previous race as well. So then, Nick, we're coming into this one then, more action than ever, and in terms of how long they can use their hybrid for, Lloyd can use it for 5 laps, Ingram for 6, Turkington for 7, Hill for 8, Rowbottom for 9, Sutton for 10, Butcher for 11, Moffat for 12, Chilton for 13, Jelly for 14, and the rest can use it all 15 laps. Who's your top pick then, Nick, coming into race 3?
Oof, Shedden or Cook. It's going to be a bit of an unstoppable force meets an immovable object, isn't it? I'm going to go for Shedden.
I think Shedden is a likely pick as well. I'm disappointed to see that Colin Turkington so far back. Let's have a quick word, though, with Dan Camish on board with the Napa Ford.
Race 3 might give you something to cheer about on the way home.
Yes, David, very much so. I really do with a good end to what's been a difficult weekend and a difficult first half of the season, really. Let's can't beat around the bush. You know, we've been caught out by all kinds of strange mechanical failures at times, the fire at Donington, you know, the tyre moving on the rim here in FP2, which put me in the barrier, you know, and ultimately at the moment, we just haven't quite got a handle on this car for my liking at the moment. I don't believe I've forgotten how to drive, but there's certainly been times where I've questioned myself, but, you know, I keep believing in myself and in this team that we can figure this out, you know. There's some good people in it, you know, we're all pulling in the same direction. Ash is doing a great job, and I hope in the second half of this season, with a bit more luck, I can join the party at the front, which is obviously where I want to be.
And what about for this third race? A few more tweaks to the car to make it even better?
It's almost a different car again, David, that's the thing, you know, getting it right for me at the moment is just not proving easy. The guys are working the socks off to give me what I need, and we will get there, I'm confident, but it's a shame, you know, could have done with a bit of luck. I've been saying that for a while. Shame that I ended up 13 and the draw ball 12, but sometimes that's just the way. Hopefully, yeah, we can come forward a couple, and we'll call it character building, and we'll be back for the second half.
Dan, good luck. We'll leave you to it.
Thank you.
Dan Camish there, Nick as well, starting 13th on the grid. He's going to have a big look, I think, to get back into the race today.
Yeah, I think generally he needs to have a bit of a big look, doesn't he? He hasn't exactly had the best start to the season. I don't even think he's got a podium yet, has he?
No, he hasn't, actually. He's had a really terrible, shocking start. Just quick then, Gordon Shedden, last year in race 3, he finished 2nd overall, just behind Colin Turkington, and now he lines up on pole position. 15 laps ahead of us. The last car coming into position at the back will be the 777 of Michael Crees as well. as James Gunnell, who went into the wall as well. So it will be Gordon Shedden on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side will be Josh Cook. There's Matt Neal watching on as well. Final race of the day then. Halfway through the QuidFit British Touring Car Championship in 2022. It's round 15. We will all eyes to the 6 red lights. 2 rows of 3. Here we go. Ready, steady. Lights out, race on. It's a bad start from Shedden. It's a better start, actually, from that of Stephen Jelly from 3rd position as they head down towards turn 1. Cutting across, though, was Josh Cook. Shedden's going to lead in towards the Clairvaux. Lock up further back from the number 3 Chilton, who tags Butcher. Butcher takes one of the bollards, and then Rowbottom takes the other. So, there's a gravel. That will be, I think that's the back of Colin Turgidon, Nick, if I'm not too mistaken. Off, that's already side by side. Butcher taken through with Jelly. They'll have to get that place back. They ran through the chicane, Nick.
Yeah, Butcher will definitely have to get that place back. It looks like he gained about 2 positions there. And he has let Cook through.
And already going wide. Moffat's going to be forced wide by Chilton. Camish is looking to the inside line as well as Sutton. Taylor Smith going through in the Yazoo livery car at the back. One ball with Ricky Collard. Now we cut to, I believe this will be Camish, as he's got Ingram on the outside line as well as they come through Croft towards Sunny. In, then comically Sunny out, lock up further back as well, Moffat in trouble, Chilton looking to the inside, Camish can't find a way through, Sutton can't find a way through, dream start for Gordon Shedden, leading the way as things stand.
He's God, isn't he?
He really is.
Absolutely checked out. There's a lot of action behind though. Sutton seems to quite desperately want to get past Chilton at this point.
And he's trying around the outside now, is Butcher, hung it back through the hairpin, can't find a way through. Turkington still looking through. Yeah, good first lap there, Nick, as well as they come back through side by side. Drama already.
Plenty of action, as is tradition. Moffat's bonnet doesn't look like in great shape. I don't know if you might get the meatball flag because that looks like it's about to fly up.
Yeah, it looks like he might do as well. So here's the first run. So medium compound tyres for everybody out there as well. Butcher and Cook closing in together. And look at Butcher getting such a good run on Josh Cook in the BTC Norling cars all trying to come through as well. As loads of dust getting kicked up. There goes Butcher for 2nd place up the inside as well.
Oh, Cook's not going to have it though. He's cut back.
Good cut back there.
Very, very smooth.
Well, this seems to be a smooth operational day, doesn't it, for the BTC guys as well? Just having a comfortable run. We see... and that already into the pit lane is Michael Crees. Yeah. Again, is that the front left or front right? It's front right this time. Having a problem.
That's probably from damage, I would guess.
And that is, it's Michael Crees again. So that was the first lap crasher last time out.
Yeah, the Astras are in the wars a bit at the minute.
As they come through, lap 2 of 15. And Butcher can't use hybrid for the rest of the lap, so he's used all of the 15 seconds already, which I thought he wouldn't have a side by side. Oh, Sutton! That was a proper barge, wasn't it? And he's still barging around with Tom Chilton. Chilton's on the hybrid power in the Hyundai, but the Napa Ford's on the inside line. Sutton now using it. Chilton's going to cut across. Last of the late breakers into Clairvaux. Oh, they contact! Off into the gravel goes Sutton as well. And he's going to lose...
No, he's damaged.
Yeah, damaged. Rear left's damaged. He's out. Ash Sutton is out of the race then. If that stops on the track, it'll cause a safety car. And the champion already in problems. And that was not needed when he needed a clean weekend here at Croft. You're right about Aidan Moffat with a bumper. If that goes up much more, he'll have to come in for a meatball flag. I think Sutton's pulling over. Don't know where. Keep an eye out if that green sector goes to safety car, though. That's the question. As Plato 15th at the moment. Jackson 16th. As that's Chilton going wide and losing positions to Rowbottom and Turkington and Ingram. So he's lost 3 places there, Nick.
I don't know if he might have damage as well.
I think so,
Looks
yeah.
like he's struggling.
Chilton too struggling, I think, because he's on the inside. Let's have a look on board with Camish on the Napa. Ford. Rowbottom's going through it. Right, take us through it, Nick. What do you think?
Well, that was very aggressive from Chilton. He didn't really have the right to move over there. But then Sutton braked way too late. He was never going to make the corner.
Yeah, and just kicking up those...
silly driving from both, in my opinion.
All that dust getting kicked up as well, which is not good. Lap 4:15 as well. And there's Shedden just holding off the advantage. 2.27 seconds as well. That's insane at this early stage.
Yeah, he's off. He's done for the day.
Someone's off this. Look at the look. Someone. Oh, it's the dust in the first corner. Yeah. So who's that in the pit lane? It is not Michael Crees. Someone else has come in. It's Jade Edwards who's come into the pit lane, and she's gone down to 27th position. So the Jack Sears Trophy winner from Alton Park struggling here at Croft as well. As we're right on board with Dan Camish down out towards the back of Tower. Named Tower because this is where the airport tower used to be back in the World War II days of this place. As Josh Cook nicely negotiating, but Gordon Shedden, they call him Flash Gordon for a reason. We said this in race 2. He has checked out. Unbelievable. 2.3 seconds now. He's got the advantage too. I've never seen an advantage like it in this early in a touring car race. And race 3 is usually good.
He showed the pace getting through the field that easily in race 2. So I think this is just kind of demonstrating what could have been. He could have easily been at the front in both the first 2 races as well, and he not had the accident in race 1.
Turkington's right in the back of Rowbottom as well into the hairpin. Not going to work out, but meantime for the back as well, we've got, I couldn't tell who it was there. I think that was Hand and Collard and Aaron Taylor-Smith hemorrhaging positions. Why? Aaron Taylor-Smith is in the pit lane, I believe, because he's dropped down to 22nd position on that lap, so he's had a problem. Rowbottom's got Turkington tailing his bumper as well. Honda versus BMW. And this is impressive from Turkington. He qualified on pole position race 1, but this car is 3 years out of date. It's been modified for this event. They'll have their other one back, I believe, at Not Kill. But this is impressive. Go on, Nick.
Yeah, I can only imagine how much duct tape and cable ties there are inside that car trying to hold it all together, and he's still managing to wrestle it around.
I think we should call it the 50 Shades of Grey car instead, to be fair. The amount of stuff that's in there. He's probably bondaged in, isn't he, as they come through. And this again, what's on the track? Is that a bit of rubber or something?
I couldn't quite see. I think it's a bit debris, maybe.
Yeah, something's right on the racing line at Barcroft. Interesting enough, last year in race 3, Gordon Shedden won this race Gordon Shedden was second in this race behind Colin Turkington. The gap was 3.5 seconds. Now, at the moment, Shedden's leading by 2.6. I wonder if he can do exactly what Turkington did a year ago, as Cook is really having to defend from Rory Butcher, who in that Toyota is pushing hand over fist to try and get ahead.
And the more they fight, the bigger advantage it is for Shedden, because they're just going to hemorrhage time while he can drive off into the sunset.
Yeah, it's closing down on the way back through. Oh, and Moffat kicking up some dust as well as they come through. Now, Nick, are they really going to adjust that? Are they going to call him in to get that bonnet surfaced?
I think if they were going to do it, they would have done it by now, but I don't like... It's only held on by one clip, so it could, if that clip gives way, it's going to give way spectacularly, and he's not going to be able to see where he's going. But obviously the race directors are satisfied, but they were also satisfied with that tyre wall in race 1. So
yeah, exactly. As they come back through, as we see Cook now desperately trying to have the advantage as well. And he's locking the rear brakes as well. Tight as you like it, hey? It really is pushing quite hard. And now there's Stephen Jelly holding back with Rowbottom, and in there as well is that Ingram catching up the rear tyre as well. This is looking fab. What a race we've got going on here. As Hill up to 5th, as
bit shuffling around.
Yeah, it's all a bit moving around there in the mid-pack. Morgan on the back as well of Chilton as well. Just been dazzling for him here as well to come through. And Chilton back up the inside. Morgan can't get back through. Morgan, who had that crash in qualifying yesterday.
Moffat's pitted, I think.
Yeah, Moffat is in the pits. Yeah, Moffat pits. Sutton in there as well, or with damage. And, yeah, so Moffat stuck in the pit lane. Here he is. Got that black and orange flag. Can't do any more.
There's duct tape.
Blue duct tape as well. Got to keep it on brand, haven't you, with sponsorship deals, and just make sure it's all okay and held down as much as possibly can do. This is turning into a fantastic little grace, isn't it? Oh, big spinner. Now, is that a spin or is it just dust? It's the 20 of Will Powell with a rear left puncture. It's happening again.
Deja vu. This is what we saw to him in the first race, wasn't it?
Yeah, race 1, exactly the same thing. Puncture rear left. And is he actually going to get back into the pit lane where he is at Sunny? Oh, no, he's at the first corner, isn't he? So let's hope he can get round. He might cause a safety car. Let's take it through. Did it go? It's gone way before the corner.
The Cooper is not having a good weekend.
Really bad situation, yeah. It just keeps going.
Same with the the Astras. I think a bit of the wars a bit, but yeah, seems to be affecting the same cars.
No sign of a safety car, which is grand news indeed, as they swing back through. Let's take a look then at the boards on the timing screens. There's Moffat looking the pit lane, dropping down, as we said, as we're on lap 8 of 15. And Shedden leads the way with the fastest lap, 1:22.165 as well.
3 seconds. I think he's controlling the pace now.
Turkington won last year by 3.5, so let's see what he can do. Moffat's a lap down now as well. So he's out of it, yeah. Took the words right out of my mouth there. And for those of you, by the way, who want to watch NASCAR later, I'm doing the commentary on USRN as well. So join me for that on USRN on the Mixler app, as Morgan has a little moment there as well. And does he give a place to Dan Lloyd? Lloyd's trying to go on the outside. No, he didn't. Morgan held off for 11th place. Lloyd still 12th. As this is
bumping. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nasty snap.
Too big of a nasty snap as well to keep up there for this race. 2.8 seconds now. So Cook's starting to use the hybrid power to close it down. Burch, though, up 3 places. Bags get thrown up in the air. Collard's moved up 8 places. I think he's actually the best mover in this race so far. I can't see anyone else who's actually made a bigger improvement in this race.
Yeah, it looks like it. He's, again, someone who doesn't ever seem to get any luck, does he?
No, he doesn't. Yeah.
Hopefully he can get up into the points.
Fine. Oh, and Ingram versus Camish now as well for 8th position. Tell you what, for a race 3, this is turning into, I don't want to say it, but a little bit of a dull race. Do you know what I mean?
Compared to usual, yeah. Very tame.
Yeah. Come on.
Bollard.
Oh, there you go. Bollard. So who's got the Grand Slam then?
I think that was Camish.
Yeah, so he hit the bollards on the opening lap as well, actually, Dan, on the outside. So we'll say he's got the most bollards hit this weekend because he's been hitting them nearly every other second as well in this race. Still, it's not
a good business venture would be to open a bollard shop outside Croft.
Would be indeed as they come through. Whoa, jumping over the curbs and this is on board with Adam Morgan battling, I believe, with Tom Chilton for 10th position. They've angled.
Bumper of that Hyundai seen better days.
It really hasn't. It's battered and bruised. And he just wants mercy. It needs a mercy killing, I believe, at the end of the day. Just sort of say that's it. There's a month break though before the next race. We next race end of July at where are we? Knock Hill, Scotland. Your favourite race, Nick?
My favourite track.
I don't know what we're doing that day actually with the touring cars because we've got Formula E and Hungary on the same day. So. Presumably some races, live, some races delayed.
I'll be at the Formula E, so I'm going to miss Knock Hill.
Yeah, it's London, isn't it? Yeah. And I've got a new commentary partner coming in as well. Is Tom going, by the way, to Formula E? Tom Dillon?
I don't think so.
Then Tom Dillon will be joining me in the commentary box for Formula E. It's 6 to go. What time is it? They've done 12 minutes in this race, so we might actually get a race safety car free. And, oh, well, Chilton nearly got tagged around by Morgan, didn't
desperate.
he? Yeah.
Yeah.
He is pushing hard now, isn't he? Really trying to find a way through. And it's still not going to work. Chilton's using the hybrid, says Morgan. That negates the battle. Pushing the little blue button as well. It's creating some interesting drama this season as well. I'm liking it.
It is.
It's sort of improving the show, but with the touring cars, you've got to be so careful because if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I think it's working a bit better as sort of a more of a push to pass system rather than a success. The sort of success ballast system isn't as good with the hybrid.
Yeah, so I'm glad they got rid of that, and they've just taken away the laps you can use the hybrid now. So it's a good defensive strategy. The one thing I always hated as well, especially with the likes of say Colin Turkington, wins the first 2 races and then can't win the 3rd race because of the ballast. That's something that you don't like to see. It sort of negates the fairness of the sport. So this is actually a better solution because everyone's stuck to the same amount. Although for those who aren't in either the top 10, and Turkington can't use hybrid for the rest of the race. I've done a commentator's cursing on there.
Yeah, I think he's run out already.
Yeah. How many laps did he have? 7?
He must have used it pretty much every lap.
7 out of 7, yeah, bang on. And he's used it all laps now, 11 of 15, 30 minutes 54 in the race. Oh, what a mess. What an absolute mess this is turning out to be as well on lap 11 of 15.
Everyone else has got it for the rest of the race, so Turkington could find himself in a bit of a difficult situation there.
And he's down, so down in the race as well. As they come through. So where's Jason Plato then? Down in 15th position. Can't really do much, can he, in this
I
one?
don't think he's getting that 100th win, is he?
No,
this season?
not this year.
And this is his last season as well, so...
Is he on 99 or is he on 97?
I think it's 97.
No, I swear it was something that Not Keely won one year.
Let's have a look. 97 year.
That's a shame, yeah.
He said he's retiring, so if it doesn't happen this year, it's not happening at all.
So he's got half the season to get a win. Oh, and this is a spin for Michael Crees. Coming through back Croft and a new change of underwear, please. As well.
And reimburse the farmer for his crops.
Oh, that's not good. It's the corn, isn't it, there? Oh, dear.
I think so. It might get into the engine and start popping.
Oh.
That'd be a good smelling racing car.
Yeah, someone get the butter and get some sugar on there as well. Or are you a salt man with your popcorn? I go sweet.
Or sugar.
Sugar,
Definitely.
always sweet, yeah. Maybe a bit of toffee as well if it's something as well, if you're treating. And look, it's actually stuck in now, isn't it? It's Michael Crees, Farmer here. Farmer Crees, we should start calling him as well.
Vauxhall Astra Combine Harvester.
Brilliant. Oh, they're coming through as well. Patterson is up as well. Gornell's up, moved up 8 places as well. There's Ash Sutton back out in the circuit as well. The Napa Ford with a broken rear bit of the thing as well.
Might be going for the fastest lap.
Yeah, gotta be, isn't he? Gotta be. If he can't manage it with that car.
Again, duct tape and cable ties.
So which one's the Bondish car now? Is it? Oh, look at how much it's understeering into the first corner, even down the straight.
That didn't look like a great car to drive.
Shedden is 3.029 seconds ahead of Cook, but the battle for second is the one we're watching at because it's Cook, Butcher, Jelly, and Hill. Actually, Hill's sort of out of it, isn't he?
Yeah, I think Cook's got this covered. It's Jelly on Butcher, if anything.
Yeah, so it's battle for third then we're going to be watching with 3 laps to go. This race weekend's flown by, hasn't it? It doesn't seem like 5 minutes.
It has. Which is ironic because it's been very long with all the delays.
It really has, yeah. I mean, in the time between race 2 and 3, as Chilton gets forced out wide and the 18 of Gornell tries to go through, it didn't work out. Yeah, in between this race, I think Megan talked to you, Nick, didn't she?
Yep.
At 5 o'clock. That's when the race was supposed to start. 45 minutes later, the race started. And I knew it would be delayed. But I was in Cleethorpes with my friend, who you might have seen sat in the corner here earlier on in the broadcast with a set of headphones on. And we were in Cleethorpes at the Armed Forces Day, just watching some of the players and having a walk around. And we literally ran back to the car because we thought the race might start at 5 minutes past the hour. And then we were relieved to see the 20 minutes of the Porsches. So
I didn't really know what was going on. I wasn't following it, so I had to pop back into the stream to find out. And then saw the Porsches.
I was literally having my phone out with the timing screen on, trying to work out and desperately trying to figure out if I could commentate in a car with a mobile before getting back. Possible, but not ideal, I believe. Anyway,
yeah, not ideal.
Lap 14 of 15 as well, coming through. As it's all action now as Patterson tries to get past Ollie Jackson, hasn't worked out. Then again, though, I knew it would be a delay. Then again, Nick, just quickly, talking about what we were in race 2 when we had the first delay, I don't like the fact that at 17:05, that's 5:05, they put the Porsches out there when they could have just done this touring car race.
Yeah, and you would have thought that's what they do with the TV as well. Because that's what everyone's here to see.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, but I'm relieved they didn't.
Yeah, and I don't know what time the TV program ends on ITV.
It's
because 6 o'clock.
Because it's now 6 o'clock now, so I think they can go till 7:30. I think I saw.
Okay.
I have taken a photo of their guide as Camish versus Rowbottom. That's a manoeuvre that was coming. So Camish goes to 8th, Rowbottom goes to 9th. Down at Sunny. Very nice move indeed, Nick.
Yeah, very smooth.
I took a photo.
Rowbottom might have Rowbottom's got a problem. Look.
Oh, Rowbottom! Now, the computer's still putting him in 10th, but he's slowing on the outside. Down Rowbottom. In trouble. Car's smoking. And he is out. Look at that, he's stopping. Can he?
Puncture.
Yeah, puncture, rear left. Have a guess which one.
Another one.
That's the sixth one we've seen. Last lap anyway, so they went through the safety car.
All front-wheel drive cars.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to say, by the way, Nick, I've got their running guide ITV. On air, 11:28 in 30 seconds. Off air, 18:35 in 30 seconds. But they can go a maximum of 30 minutes over that. So they're on air for another 64 minutes.
I hope they're not running into something important.
Yeah, it's a repeat of A Touch of Frost.
Oh.
I know. David Jacobs in livids. He's not getting his check. Anyway, back we go. Last couple of corners anyway. For this one, it's been commanded by Flash Gordon, who's going to take his second win of the season, I believe. Maybe, yeah, I think it's right, isn't it? Second win?
Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah, won at Donington. Don't think he's won since, though. Flash. Cook will be second, Butcher third. So Josh Cook will be on the podium for the first time this weekend. And he was actually on podium here last year. Into the hairpin then. What's the saying you always say? Flash! Aha! He's done it again! Flash Gordon wins the halfway stage of the QuidFit British Touring Car Championship. He wins round 15 of the season. Cook is second. Butcher third. Jelly fourth. Hill fifth. Turkington sixth. Ingram seventh. Camish 8th, Chilton 9th, Morgan the top 10, Lloyd 11th, Thompson 12th, Hand is 13th, and it's a battle now further back. Plato 14th, Ollie Jackson gets the last point across the line to Dexter Patterson by a 10th of a second. Gornell will be in 17th, sorry. Chilton 18th, Gamble 19th, Osborne 20th, Hamilton 21st, and then out of the race, Rowbottom, Taylor Smith, Powell, Edwards, Crees, Sutton and Moffat down in 28th place. But Gordon Shedden, his second win of the season after Donington Park. What a race. And he retired in race 1.
Yeah, not a bad comeback, is it? I'm sure he'd have taken that at the start of the day.
28th to 12th to 1st. That's a good improvement from Shedden. What a race weekend.
Lewis Hamilton-esque at Brazil, isn't it?
And the guy who was cool as a cucumber at the start of race 2, do you remember when he was interviewed by Louise?
Sitting with his helmet off.
Yeah. Not even ready, and he's just taken the win. Well done, Flash. 1:22, 1:65 as well. It's the fastest lap of the race as well out there.
And that's a Grand Slam, isn't it?
Grand Slam, yeah. Grand Slam, pole position, fastest lap, and led every lap as well. Gordon Shedden wins round 15 here from Croft. Josh Cook is second. Rory Butcher is in third position. I'll put up the full graphics. Stephen Jelly is fourth. Jake Hill fifth. Colin Turkington goes into sixth. Then Ingram, Camish, Chilton and Morgan the top 10. Dan Lloyd is 11th. Bobby Thompson is 12th. Ash Hand is 13th. Jason Plato 14th. Ollie Jackson 15th. Dexter Patterson 16th. James Gonal is 17th. Ricky Collard 18th. George Gamble is 19th, Sam Osborne 20th. Nick Hamilton 21st, Dan Rowbottom is out, Will Powell, Aaron Taylor-Smith, Jade Edwards out as well, Ash Sutton, Michael Crees and Aidan Moffat out as well as they come through. In terms of the Drivers' Championship, this is how... Oh, we're not going to see that, okay. No worries.
I think it'll be Ingram.
Yeah. Has to be Ingram, doesn't it, taking the title?
Yeah, it's going to be quite close, but still between Ingram, Turkington and Cook, because Cook got second, so...
Has to be along that line of things. Come on, let's take a look. Can we now take a look? No, ad break. Yay, ad break.
That's the opposite of a look.
We're going to take away all the pictures. Okay, right, well, we'll wrap it up there then. So then, Nick, a month until Knockhill. It's a long way to wait, but for these drivers as well, that's half the season gone. Who's your standout from the first half?
I think Ingram. He's been consistently up there. And Hyundai's a good car, but I don't think it's the car anyone expected would be up there. So, yeah, Ingram for me.
Is it too early to pick a champion?
Yeah, I think so.
It's going to be good.
I don't want to jinx anyone.
Not Kill then next. Are you expecting Flash Gordon to do a double and take take a double victory? Because it's his home circuit. So that same
He
actually
owns
goes
the circuit as well, I think, doesn't he?
Yeah, you're right. Actually, does he owns the circuit, doesn't he, as well?
Yeah, well, you'd hope so then. But it's quite a few drivers. Chilton's usually really good there.
Yeah.
This is sort of top track, and yeah, I remember there's always collisions on there.
Oh, it's such a fun race.
It'll probably rain as well. So.
Yeah. Oh, all eyes
Very
on
exciting.
Not Kill. Right, race 1 will be live. I think race 2 and 3 were delayed due to Formula E and Formula 1, so let's hope that's okay. I don't actually know what race 2 is going to look like in Formula E as well, because it's all at the same time as the F1, so we'll deal with that in a month. We'll not even think about it. We've got to get through Silverstone first next week, and that's where we
Oh,
are.
boy.
Yeah, that's where we are. We're doing all the sessions, Nick. You around for a practice or an F3 or F2 practice as well? You around?
Possibly.
You're more than welcome to come.
For Silverstone.
Yeah.
I can't remember what I'm doing next week.
Well, figure out. You're more than welcome to come.
Oh, thank you. I'll let you know.
Yeah, and yeah, we are all in. So every practice session, qualifying and race will be live from Silverstone next weekend as well, across Formula 3, Formula 2, Formula 1 and W Series as well. We've also got the Formula E race live from Marrakesh. I believe that's on the Saturday, isn't it? Just a single header as well. In that, I think that hits in between the F2 sprint. So I think Megan's covering the F2 sprint. Anyway, it's going to be a cracker. My thanks to you, Nick, for joining me in the box this weekend. As ever, it's been a pleasure, and you're welcome back anytime.
Thank you. I've enjoyed it as always.
And you go rest up and get better after still having COVID. Right, I'm off now to the Grid Network, and you can join me later on USRN for a idiot's version of NASCAR commentary. That's pretty much how it's going to be. I'm nervous, but it's going to be fun. My thanks to you, Nick, and my thanks to all of you at home. We'll be back next weekend then here on YouTube for all the action from the British Grand Prix and Formula E in Marrakesh. But leaving Croft, it's 2 to Dan Lloyd and 1 to Flash Gordon. Thanks for your company. Good night to you all.